Well, good morning. It's 9:54. I'm just about to leave my second campsite, and what a lovely place it is. I would certainly come back here anytime. It's just a working farm, and I'm essentially in their front garden, really. But wow, look at that. So the goal now is to head across to Llanthony Priory ruins, which is about 50 miles. And then I'll go into the Cotswolds and hopefully I'll be back by lunch. So I'll show you the setup, but don't take any notice of it. It's just to get me home. So this is the setup for the bike typically. So that holds all my electrics. This is camping stuff, and that is clothes on the top. That's my side bag, so it's got a mix of practical things for me, and then water bottles and little frying pans and stuff like that. And again, I've strapped it all down using rock straps, but really I need to find a stackable system. I don't think these bags are designed to do this. And again, that's the damage. If you missed that last video, that's the damage. And my indicator should be there. So I need to move it to there anyway. So stacked on top, rock strap down. Brilliant. Right, let's get on the road. It's getting quite hot. Well, hello, here we are. We are just about to leave the campsite. Bit of faff as always with batteries and things. And if you're wondering why I didn't film yesterday, the traffic was so bad. I did quite a lot of overtaking, and even with all the traffic I just couldn't get any good content out, so I thought, well, I'll just turn the cameras off for the day because it looks like it's going to be sunny again today. So here we go, we're all ready to roll. Bags are hopefully as tight as they'll get. Right, leaving no trace. Let's get going. I can't wait for some airflow. I'm just waiting for this silver car that's going to leap out. So let's just wait here. Excellent. Yes, I spotted the gravel and I spotted the car. So yeah, so yesterday unfortunately it was just there was nothing I could get out of it. So I just decided that was that probably. Now that was a perfect campsite. I've had many a campsite now, and honestly I genuinely think that is still top three at all, and I just can't wait to come back really. I'm quite looking forward to it. Hopefully me and Indra are looking at a place to go. We wanted to go abroad, we wanted to go to Switzerland on the bikes. But realistically, I think we should just plan another UK one for this year, and Switzerland could be next year. So I went on an absolutely amazing walk yesterday, and I don't normally do long walks, so I only set off thinking it was about half an hour. An hour and 15 minutes later, just in my little Nike shoes, I arrived at this amazing lake, which has quite a lot of myths to it as well, to be fair. And this myth's all about this lady of the lake and things, but I did not see the lady of the lake. There were ladies in the lake, but they obviously know what they're doing because it's a massive dam, it's a big reservoir, so there's loads of hidden machinery underneath, loads of currents and things, so they seem to be, if I was going to swim anywhere I'd swim where they swam, right at the back, pretty close to the shoreline, pretty close to the land, but it just meant that I think hopefully they were far enough away, but anyway, they got away with it. So I'm just at the top middle of the Brecon Beacons. I'll put it on the map now where exactly I am. Goal for today is head over to Llanthony Priory ruins. Now I was actually going to go there yesterday, but I really didn't sleep very well the night before that. So I just decided to call it a day early. So I arrived at the campsite about 4. By the time I had everything set up and had a cup of tea, it was about 5. And then I went on the walk, came back and it was dinner. So really, I just swapped a bit of riding time for a bit of walking time. just keeping a real good eye out because there's lots of farmers about on quad bikes. And they pop out of places just like that, that you didn't even think that there would be a gap in the hedge. So I'm just slowly that's what I mean about all the farmers. Don't overtake here. And now we are in a 30, so just bring it down even more. Brilliant. Right, I'm on the lookout for a cafe. I'll catch you soon. Well, there you go, you really can't make it up. I said I was looking for a cafe. I got less than 10 seconds afterwards and I've just found a cafe, and there's some motorbikes outside, so I think that's a good sign. It's clearly the Ducati club, but they look good looking bikes, they are. So it's time to get off and enjoy some food. Well, welcome back. As I said before, I was really looking for a cafe for some breakfast, and there it was. West End Cafe. Brilliant, really nice. And I think I timed that right, because I sat on this picnic bench, and as I sat I could see the sun creeping across the bench, so I had 2 bits of wood left before I was about to get sunny again. So I thought, great, I'll just leave before it gets a little bit too warm. I spent enough time baking in the sun on this trip. So just bumped into a local who told me there's a petrol station round the corner, as opposed to this one that Tom was telling me about that's 20 miles away. So I'll go there, and then I'll just do a little 50-mile push straight to the petrol station. And it's a busy little place for bikes. They've got some over there, Hondas, and an R9T, good choice. And then I've got a Fireblade, that's the guy who helped me. And then Ducati Club. Right, not long to go, get some petrol, and then we'll continue the ride. Closer than the 30-mile one that my sat-nav was telling me about. Well, that's that. Let's get some petrol, I'll see you soon. Right, let's get a few cars out of the way, shall we? Excellent. Plenty of power when you need it. But in a very smooth way, but again, the longer I hold my throttle, yeah, again, the longer I hold that throttle open, the more the power just seems to go and go and go and go. Whereas the Triumph, you could feel it running out of puff at times. It was kind of going, no, please don't make me do any more work. Here we go, after these bikes. There we go, saw the chance and we are off. God, glad I got that done then. It's one of those things, you start to focus so much on how slow you're going, you start to miss important details. And again, even though I tried to give them a really good following distance at all times, which managed to do quite well, no matter what I did, they still managed to close my gap, so I was getting a bit bored of it all. So we're into a place called Powys now, and again, really lovely roads. Here we go. This is oh, what's gone wrong with this one? Battery empty. Oh no. Alright, I'll put that on charge. That's annoying. This would have been perfect. Right, let me show you what I'm on about, and then I'll put my session on charge for a bit. What's in the bag? What's in the bag? Oh, it's something in my clothes bag. Right, I'll catch you in a moment. I'll open that up and I can tell you what the culprit is, but it's just there, just pushing me. I thought it was old indicator, but old indicator's actually in that one. Right, let's find out. Here it is. This is the culprit. It's my shoe. Oh, that's so much better. Look at the difference. Lovely. It's my shoe. We're doing 40 and a 60. Nobody seems to care. Not that I'm in a rush at all. But again, when that's all you think about, you do start to lose focus. Here we go. Oh, that's better. What I do like about these Welsh roads is they seem to, well, this is Brecon Beacons now, these Brecon Beacony roads, is they seem to always follow a river. Oh, we got some builders' signs. Does this mean? No. They always seem to follow a river. I've not had a road where it didn't show some sort of stream or river running alongside, which is really sweet. I said this in a previous video, but I can't believe for some of the people on these roads today that this is their local road. Imagine getting to do this just whenever you fancy. That's pretty impressive. Woohoo! Yeah, I was in the right gear then. Oh, at least he's got some milk. I love that number plate. CD21 Moo. And he does milk. That's funny. Mile and a half from the Priory ruins, and again it's actually been quite slow, so I'm glad I didn't try and do this yesterday. Just because, although it has been quite bearable, it's not entirely something I was up for yesterday. And again, I've been here before, so my first ever solo motorbike trip was on my 2003 Suzuki Bandit. I went to Wales, so first stop was the Broadway Tower, just at the edge of the Cotswolds. The second stop was this Llanthony Hotel ruins where we're going today. And then the third stop was Llandello, which is where I stopped at the petrol station yesterday and decided I was pretty tired and it was time to find a campsite. And then after that I just went up to Pembrokeshire, Aberystwyth, Holyhead, booked a hotel in Holyhead, so if I didn't enjoy camping at least I knew I had a hotel booked in the middle just to break it out. Again, first ever test. And when I get to the pub, they let the chef go home early, didn't they? Because apparently they were too busy or something, so they sent the chef home early. They did this at the Helmet Head Hotel. I don't understand it, unless obviously they were running out of stock. Fair enough, they didn't have enough to make all the meals. Surely when business is good you make your staff work harder to cash in on it, and then you reward them with a bit of time off on a quiet day. Anyway, so I got to this hotel, was really looking forward to a nice dinner, because again I was fresh, new to camping, so I didn't really know what I was doing. And they said, oh sorry, chef's gone home. So I said, oh good one, and they went, no really, and I was like, oh god. So I had 2 packets of nuts and a packet of crisps and a pot noodle, and I left it on the floor of my room in protest. I don't normally litter at all, but I left it on the floor of my room in protest to say, look what you made me have for dinner. And admittedly the breakfast really did make up for it, but you know, they wouldn't even let, I know it's a professional kitchen, so they probably wouldn't. And we're talking professional, like real professional, not 11 out of 10 professional. And there were no takeaways. They said, oh yeah, there's a takeaway. And I went, oh great. And they went, but everyone gets ill from it. So I went, oh right, I won't be stopping there at all. Okay, just missed the Priory because I was talking to you for too long. Yeah, so that was really annoying, but it's just nice for me to be reliving it. Last time I came here it was off season, so there's not a soul in sight. Oh, I could be really cheeky and just go here. Do you know what? I think that's the perfect idea. Just there. Done. Well, there we go. That was not a bad run at all. About 50 miles, but 50 really slow miles. I think that took about 2 hours. But I managed to stop and get some breakfast on the way, which is why I'm feeling so fresh. And got some lovely orange juice. So here I am. This is the Priory ruins. Now this is an old stairwell that has since fallen to pieces, but look, the stairs climb around. Spiral staircase, and then it just stops, but they used to be go all the way up there. You can tell by the windows and the arrow slits, but that's pretty cool. There are a few steps, so let's go up and see what they could see. There we go, that's the end of my little bank holiday trip. I'm just going to stick the earplugs in now and just get on the motorway, and I should be back just before dinner, so that'll do the job just for me. So I'm just out on a little walk, and I just thought I'd say thank you so much for watching this series. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had an absolute blast making it, and I hope to see you back again soon. Thanks for watching. See you next time.